Hey everybody, welcome to your yoga practice today. We're gonna get started at the back of the mat on our knees in a child's pose. All right, so let your knees go out almost as wide as the mat, and then let your big toes touch behind you. And then as you start to walk yourself forward, reach your arms out in front and let your forehead come to the mat. And so in this posture, you can begin to relax and melt and start to reconnect to breath. This posture is available at any pose, anytime, any practice that you need to just reconnect to your breath. Take a moment, get centered, and connect. And so beginning to engage your Ujjayi breathing, just let yourself melt. So feeling some sensation in the hips, maybe rock your forehead from side to side. Saying hello to the body today. Good, and then slowly start to peel yourself up. We'll come into all fours. And to get a stretch in the shoulder, we're gonna reach the left arm out for the sky. And then you're gonna thread that arm through underneath the right one and allow the left cheek, left forehead to come onto the mat. You can start to kind of wiggle the arm all the way through. You can stay right here if all that feels fine and good. If you want a little more, then start to reach the hand, right one, maybe to the hip, or maybe even extend it and reach for the top of the left thigh. I love the way this feels in my temple. It's so delicious. And you can start to peel the right shoulder, opening it up for the left side. Taking one more deep breath here, and change. So we're simply gonna change sides. So use the right hand to plant down, coming back to all fours, and then just switch sides. So then you're gonna reach the right arm out for the sky, and thread it all the way through, underneath that left arm, and let the right cheek, right forehead melt onto the floor. Using that top hand, left one, it can stay right there, that's cool. Or if you want, you can then start to take the left hand, maybe top of the back, maybe even reach it around, grabbing onto the top of the right thighs. Whatever feels good for you, and kind of cinch that bottom arm through that needle you thread a little bit more, and then just breathe and enjoy the stretch. Enjoy the being. Good, and then slowly change using that top hand, same thing, coming all the way up onto all fours. So through a little bit of cat-cow. So inhale, lengthen, lift the chest, arch the spine, waking up, good, hello spine. Exhale, curl around, tuck everything in. Good, and then just a couple more times. Inhale to arch, lift chest. And exhale, around, curl, tuck, press the hands away. Good, twice more. Inhale, lengthen, lift, arch. And exhale, really press the back of the spine towards the ceiling. Good, one more time, take an inhale. Oh, so good, and exhale, curl around, tuck, fantastic. Tuck your toes, walk your hands out a little bit, come into your first downward facing dog. Perhaps of the day, and if that's the case, all the more it is mine. I'm gonna take my dog for a walk. So I like to, just kind of rock my hips and lift one foot side to side. Just kind of creating a nice sway. I like to push my hips back and then rock my hips forward into high plank. And just do whatever organic motions, kind of a little pop of my shoulder, that feel good to you and your body. I like to take my hips side to side, letting each foot come parallel to the back of the mat. And then just breathe, starting to say good hello, good day to your body. What's going on? Good, and then an inhale, I love lifting up my tippy toes, and then exhale, releasing the heels for the mat. Good, inhale, releasing up super high tippy toes, doesn't matter how far they go, exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, descend. Wonderful, then just walk the feet towards the top of the mat. We're gonna take a forward fold. So inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. First one, bend those knees kind of a lot. Let your upper body relax on your tops of the thighs. And let's just take a ragdoll. So we'll squeeze from side to side. You can let each knee bend. Again, whatever feels good to you. Shake your head out, no. Shake your head out, yes. Shake your head out, no. And shake your head out, yes. So good. Just saying good morning, good afternoon, hello, beautiful body. How are you today? Take a couple of deep breaths into the backside body. Good, and then release all the way. Fingertips start to travel up the legs as you take a flat back. Exhale to fold. And then let's reverse all the way up, come to a standing position. Taking hands to heart for just a breath, close the eyes. Peel the shoulders back, lift the chest. Good, take an inhale, reach arms all the way up. We're gonna take a standing spinal twist and just open up the arms for the left and gaze out over the left hand. Good, inhale, swinging the left leg underneath the right, and exhale, switch sides. Gazing out over the right hand goes to the back of the room. Good, twice more each side, each time. Inhale, lengthen center. Exhale, open up to the left. Good, inhale, center, come on up. Upon an inhale, and exhale opens up for the right, gaze back. Beautiful, kind of like you're dancing through the air. Inhale, center, and open up left. One more time, inhale, center, and exhale, open up left. Oh, so good. Inhale, center, reach all the way up, and then exhale, take a swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, and just walk your right leg back, and come into a nice low lunge. So you can heel toe the back, front foot forward a little bit, so you got this 90-degree angle over that front leg. And then take each hand and frame the front leg. Now, if there ever is not a reach, like you don't have that leverage, you're gonna grab a couple of blocks and place them on the outer edges of your feet, maybe even a couple of books. That works too. And then just hang out here for a moment. Lengthen the chest, lift the heart. Maybe drop the shoulders down the back, ever so slight. Good, feel an engagement in that left quadricep, it's strong. Good, and then change, flex the foot, lift the toes up for the ceiling, take a lengthen, and then exhale yourself mount over the extended leg. Close your eyes and let yourself breathe here for a couple of breaths. Good, and change, slowly drop that front foot down to the floor. The right one meets the left. Take an inhale halfway, and exhale to fold, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale to swan dive forward again. Inhale to halfway lift, same thing but other side. So we'll take the left foot back behind us, and then drop the back knee. Heel toe the right foot if it needs to, just a little bit before it comes such that it's 90 degrees, just above your right ankle. Good, take an inhale, lengthen. And exhale, just hang out here, leading with the chest forward, and take some breaths. Saying hello to this beautiful body, this beautiful day we have. Ah, so good. And then we're straightening that front leg, flex the toes up for the sky. Take that inhale, lengthen, lift through heart, and exhale, melt down, forehead to knee, and breathe. Good, lengthen with inhales, kind of shooting the hips for the wall behind you, getting a nice stretch in the back side of that right leg. Take one more juicy deep inhalation. Good, and change. Slowly drop the foot and just take the left one to meet the right, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, a beautiful salutation as we fold forward. A blessing, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time plant hands, walk the feet back, take your high plank. Good, and just pause here for a breath or two. Engage in the core and really pressing into the mat so as to lift the belly. Engaging all those beautiful muscles for two, just one. Head change, drop the knees, bring the chest down to the floor. And take an inhale, a nice baby cobra. Oh, good morning, good evening back. How are you today? All right, beautiful. Push on back, take your child's pose where we began. So nice to feel the body, so nice to have a little invigoration. Good. Pressing the hands, come on up for a downward facing dog. And then walk the feet, top of the mat. Take an inhale, lengthen. And we'll integrate those together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And nice exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot extends back. Take that low lunge. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten the left leg, flex the toes, and exhale, melt. Good, coming back, toes to the floor, right foot meets the left. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse all the way up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant hands, walk the left foot back, low lunge. Inhale, lengthen, shine your heart forward. Exhale, flex toes, melt over the front leg. Good, oh, so nice. Bending the front leg again, let the left one meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse all the way up. Oh. Exhale, exalt forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands, chaturanga, high plank. Either knees, chest, chin, or go ahead and slowly push up style, elbows hug into the midline. To inhale and curl lift just a little bit higher. The tops of my legs are still on the floor as I'm warming up my low back. Good, exhale, push it on back, downward facing dog. So nice. So take 3 deep breaths here. And just noticing, always noticing. That's the practice, is just to notice, how does the body feel? What's starting to wake up? Where are you starting to engage? Always an option to drop down to child's pose at any given time. Wonderful, and then just walk the feet all the way back up to the top of the mat. We'll take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're gonna bend our knees as much as we need. We're gonna take big toe pose. So you're gonna grab your peace fingers like hooks and grab onto the big toes. Take an inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, drop everything down. Let your head and neck relax, say no, say yes. Your knees can be as bent as they need to make that grip, and then as that occurs, you can start to straighten the legs. Spiral the inner thighs to the wall behind you, draw the shoulders away from the ears, and every inhale, see about a little length, and every exhale, about a little depth. And then just work that breath like a key, removing a lock. And send deeper and deeper breaths into the tight places. Again, breathe. Maybe shake out your head, no. I love to shake it out, yes. Good, and then releasing that, we're gonna come into a squat. So heel toe the feet out almost as wide as the mat, if not a little bit off. And then sink the hips down, we'll come into a nice deep squat. All right, so bringing the chest forward, lift the heart. I've got some beautiful sunshine today. Hello, world. Good, and I use my elbows to push out and lift my chest up a little bit deeper. And breathe and drop and breathe and feel. So good for the last 3, last 2. Good, and change. Go ahead and let the heel toes come back to center underneath the hips. Take an inhale, lengthen, halfway fold. Exhale, fold, and then we're gonna do it again. So then come back into a squat. I love doing this before I'm about to exercise or do anything else, obviously during a practice, but it's such a great way to wake up the body, the hips, the hamstrings. Good, so come back into your forward fold, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and then one more time, we'll take it down into a nice juicy squat. And also lets the body open up a little bit more. Sometimes when we do things in 3s, sometimes things land a little bit more. Sometimes if you need to say something to someone for them to really hear it, sometimes when you say it 3 times, it really, really connects on the 3rd time. So is the body. All right, heel toe the feet together. Take an inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Let's reverse it all the way up for this guy. And exhale, oh my God, open up cactus. Good, inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands. Walk on back, high lunge. I'm sorry, where am I? High plank. And slowly exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale through, maybe upward facing dog. Lifting the tops of the thighs off the mat. Press those hands into the floor. If you're here, great. Maybe just roll the neck a little bit. Oh, beautiful. Push on back, downward facing dog. Remember, always an option to drop down to child's pose. Please listen to your body. Every body is different. Every day is different. What we need for ourselves, what gift can we give ourselves? Sometimes it's the gift of downward facing dog. Sometimes it's the gift of child's pose. It's all beautiful. Breathing, practicing those beautiful hands, starfish hands, to shoot the hips back to the wall behind you. The last 3. Last 2, and change. Go ahead and drop the knees, and let's come onto a seat. And go ahead and create a cross-legged situation, or posture, however that ends up being for you. So, roll the shoulders open and back. Take an inhale, lengthen all the way up, and exhale, open up for the right. So now another juicy spinal twist. So peel the heart open. Beautiful. One more time. Come on, center. And exhale, open up towards the left. Delicious. Good, come on, center. And exhale, let's do a forward fold right here. So nice to close the body, to go inside for a moment. Good, and then slowly come on back, one vertebrae at a time. Coming back to the center. Open the chest, lift the heart. Allow your eyes to float closed. Taking a moment of gratitude before we close our practice. A nice, short, juicy one for you today. Presencing for a moment of, just a moment of love. Coming back to, you are love. In our practice, we practice love. All there is to do is moment by moment, choosing, creating, and thinking love. Love is an action. Love is a choice. Let's take one deep cleansing breath. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being in the practice. Thank you for being in the journey. I'll see you next time.